Firstly, explain the way that you're listing on the JSE.
We're looking to list by way of introduction. So currently, the current shareholders of Paladin will move on to the JSE. There's no private placement, so there's no capital we'll be raising. But shortly after listing, we'll be doing a rights issue. That's in about 2 weeks' time. We're looking to raise 150 million. The rights issue is going to be by way of a renounceable rights issue, which means the rights that Paladin will be issuing and be taken up by PSG will be renounced to their shareholders. So part of the 150 million, PSG owns 94% of Paladin at the moment. So of that 94%, it means 140 million will go to PSG. PSG will only take up 50 million of those rights. The other 91 million will be passed on to its shareholders. So PSG shareholders will stand in line as Paladin shareholders to take part in those rights issues.
Do you have an idea of what the opening share price is going to be and how many shares are going to be listed?
Our intrinsic value at the moment is around about R1.56 per share. We've got 445 million shares in issue, so you're looking about 700 million, just under 700 million market cap.
Now, you're looking to issue these rights later down the line. What are you going to be using this money for?
We've just lately finalized the investment in Curo, which is a private schooling or private education group. We'll use some of that money to pay off that as we use debt financing. And the rest is to provide us with additional capital to take advantage of the opportunities that we see in the market at the moment.
Now let's talk about your investments at the moment. You've got a stake in 13 different companies from sectors diverse as manufacturing, engineering, construction, as you mentioned, private schools. Could you take us through some of your core investments and what is the strategy behind the type of companies that you choose?
Well, just to take a step back, Paladin is PSG's preferred investment vehicle. If we look at our philosophy and our strategy, it's actually we try to keep it very simple. We invest in companies that have strong, sustainable cash flows that are easy to understand. We need to understand businesses so that we can add value and help with strategy going forward. Where management are strongly incentivized, and we're also a long-term shareholder. We don't have predetermined extra strategies. So taking that into mind, if you look across our investments, as you said, we've got 13 investments across a wide spectrum. Our largest investment at the moment is Paladin Capital, which is our BE company. It's our BE partner of choice for our companies. It currently makes up 26% of our portfolio. Within Paladin, you'll find investments such as the JSE. We're the largest black shareholder in the JSE. We're also the largest black shareholder in PSG. And then we also have a stake in Capitec.
Now, take us through you've mentioned Paladin. What of the other companies are you going to be focusing on in the short to medium term?
Well, if we just look at our largest companies and what makes up the majority of our intrinsic value, we've got a company CRC, which is an agency business in fast-moving consumer goods arena. It currently just moved its listing to the main board last week, Monday. This is a company with bright prospects. Currently, they're operational in Botswana, Namibia, and Mozambique, and we're looking to expand that business into Zambia and Zimbabwe. Another company it's also listed on the AltX is Urbicon, in which we have a 25.5% stake. We all know with government spend what they're looking to do over the next 3 years. The future is still bright for that company. And then we have one of our unlisted investments is Precrete, which focuses on construction or mining construction-related services. It's dominant in the platinum industry. It does shotcreting, which means it reinforces mine shafts. And then our latest investment we've just done is Curo, which is in private education. You could compare it to an Advitech. We just believe there's massive demand for private schooling going forward into the future.
Francois, lastly, for potential investors out there, do you have an earnings outlook for Paladin Capital for the end of the year?
I don't know if I can give you that for those earnings outlook, but we're positive. We've got a strong portfolio of underlying companies. We've got some nice deals in the pipeline. We should perform well going forward.